What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing Bride of Chucky. This film came out in 1998 and was directed by Ronnie Yu and stars Jennifer Tilly and Brad Dourif. Now before we start, don't forget that like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you know if I have every video and let's just start. Let's start talking about the good. So Brad Dourif and Jennifer Tilly are great in the film. They have fun with their roles. Chucky and Tiffany, they're funny, they're entertaining, so I thought they were good in the film. The title sequence. I thought it was good. It was a good title sequence, different than the other title sequences, so I thought it was good. There are many great Easter eggs and references to other prominent horror icons during the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I believe there's a Friday the 13th reference in this film somewhere where they show Jason Voorhees, but I thought they were great references. Chucky's new look is awesome and very, very iconic. He looks creepy but awesome at the same time, and I think it works perfectly for this film. And there are some creepy, intense sequences within this film. Of course, this is a Child's Play film, a Chucky film, so there are going to be creepy sequences in it, and I thought they did a good job with those sequences. That's all the good that I have. Now let's move on to the bad. So all the actors and actors in this film are terrible, except Brad Dourif and Jennifer Tilly. They are horrible. They don't do anything for the film, and I didn't think they were good at all. The first act of the film is not good enough because of my next reason, which is the character development. The character development, there is none of that. I didn't care about any of the characters except Jennifer Tilly and Brad Dourif, but then again, you're not supposed to care about those characters because you want them to die in the end, but those were unfortunately the only characters I actually cared about. The cinematography, which of course includes shots, the cameras, the lighting, is mediocre, but it goes from mediocre to terrible. This film, it looks like a 90s film with all those flashing lights, and it's just a weird set of cinematography. It doesn't look that well done. The lines of dialogue in this film are terrible. There is horrible dialogue in this film, and it goes from terrible to cringeworthy. There's some cringeworthy dialogue in this film. Graham Revell's score. Now, the score is fine, but it does not fit the tone of the film at all. If it was in another horror film, it would have fit the tone, but this, it did not work at all. Because this film was more, I guess, not lighthearted, but more funny going into the comedy. And I don't think the score felt impactful or fit the tone very well. There are many ridiculous sequences in this film. And by ridiculous, I mean ridiculous. It's a little bit too ridiculous for me. So I thought there are a lot of ridiculous sequences. There are some boring sequences as well. It gets boring, especially in that second act of the film. I didn't like it all that much because it was entertaining a bit, but from there it just got really boring. The third act of the film was a bit too ridiculous for me. I was fine with the idea of Bride of Chucky with Jennifer Tilly going to play Tiffany, but once you hit that third act, it gets really weird, and I just don't understand the reason for having some sequences like that inside of a film like this. It's supposed to be a horror film with Chucky, but now they're bringing in Jennifer Tilly, who is great as Tiffany, but some sequences I didn't think were all that well done. There is a weird and disgusting ending sequence. The ending sequence is weird and disgusting, and it was horrible. It was very off-putting. I didn't like it at all, and I love horror films, but this, it didn't feel like Chucky to me. This ending sequence did not fit the character of Chucky very well, so I didn't like it at all. That's about it. Bride of Chucky is a terrible horror film. It's very ridiculous and a bit too over the top for me. Some horror fans will like it, but for me, it wasn't good. So Bride of Chucky is going to get a D+. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you know for every video. I'm Peter. Thank you for watching.